I am EI Avatar of CA Ratan Mundra. Insurance and reinsurance registrations in India's International Financial Services Centre are governed by the IFSCA, Registration of Insurance Business Regulations 2021, now consolidated as amended up to 8th January 2026. In the next few minutes, I'll break down what has materially changed between 2024 and 2026, and more importantly, what that means for insurers, reinsurers, MGAs, Lloyd structures, and compliance teams operating from IFSC. These regulations set out the process and conditions for registering and operating insurers and reinsurers in an IFSC under the International Financial Services Centres Authority Act 2019. They apply to Indian insurers and reinsurers, foreign insurers and reinsurers, Lloyd's market participants, intermediaries, including MGAs. Across 2024 to 2026, three changes are operationally significant. First, application forms are no longer hard-coded in schedules. Second, if you intend to participate in reinsurance from the domestic tariff area or DTA, you must choose your category at the application stage. Third, promoter eligibility for Lloyd's service companies in IFSC has been expanded. Let's unpack each of these. Regulation 4.2 now states that an applicant shall apply in forms as specified by the authority. Earlier, the regulation referred to specific forms contained in the first schedule. That wording has been removed under the 2024 amendment. This is more than drafting housekeeping. Practical impact. Application packaging is now dynamic. You must track the latest formats, circulars, and instructions issued by IFSCA. There is a higher risk of rejection or deficiency letters if outdated schedule-based templates are used. Internal compliance controls must be updated, especially for advisory firms using legacy form packs. A 2024 insertion provides that, at the time of application, an applicant must opt for a category specified under Clause A of Subregulation 2 of Regulation 5 of the IRDAI Reinsurance Regulations 2018 if it intends to participate in reinsurance business emanating from the domestic tariff area. This is strategically important because it shifts a key commercial decision to the registration stage. Implications: your business plan must align with the selected category. Underwriting appetite, retrocession arrangements, capital modeling, and operational setup must be consistent. The authority is likely to assess readiness and coherence. Your staffing, IT systems, governance framework, and risk controls must support the chosen category. There is less room for wait-and-see positioning. The definition of service companies of Lloyd's IFSC in the second schedule has been substituted by notification dated 5th January 2026, effective 8th January 2026. Under the substituted definition, service companies registered in India may now be promoted by 1. Managing agents of Lloyd's, 2. Group entities of managing agents or members of Lloyd's, as permitted by Lloyd's, 3. Indian companies meeting specified regulatory criteria earlier. The promoter language was narrower, primarily focused on managing agents or qualifying Indian companies. Now, the inclusion of permitted group entities significantly broadens structural possibilities. This is a structural change. Impact: broader participation pathways into Lloyd's IFSC platform. Increased structural flexibility for group-led expansion. Greater governance and due diligence complexity, especially around ownership, control, delegation of authority, and regulatory accountability. Let's summarize the material changes between 2024 and 2026. Application forms old, schedule-based forms new. Authority-specified forms, schedules omitted materiality. High process and timeline risk DTA reinsurance category old. No explicit application stage opt requirement new. Mandatory category selection at application stage materiality. High strategy locked early plus scrutiny Lloyd service companies old. Narrow promoter definition new 8th January. 2026 expanded promoter eligibility materiality. Medium high market access plus governance complexity. Action steps for insurers, reinsurers, MGAs, and advisors. Replace legacy schedule-based form packs with authority-specified formats. Implement version control and periodic regulatory checks. If accepting DT origin reinsurance, align your category selection with board approval business plan capital model governance structure for Lloyd structures. Validate promoter eligibility under the substituted definition effective 8th January 2026. Document control, accountability, and delegation frameworks clearly. Focus areas: documentation quality, governance clarity, and internal consistency. These are the core material updates in the consolidated regulations as amended up to 8th January 2026. Thank you for watching. Moonses and Management Consultants LLP, a trusted partner for SEZ and IFSC excellence. A pioneer in establishing SEZ and IFSC units within GIFT City and India, delivering end-to-end IFSC setup, operational support and handling complaints, risk management, renowned for deep expertise in regulatory approvals, capital markets, fund management, insurance, finance company, foreign university BAT, and ancillary regulations. And FinTech, expertise in customs clearance for aircraft and ship procurement, leasing, GST, DSPF, IFSCA comprehensive support covering registration, reporting, and regulatory transitions, ensuring ring fencing, transparency, and global compliance standards. Join our network, scan the QR codes below to stay connected with us.